I feel like social service workers are those first set of people that work in government offices that you see if you're going to get some sort of help from any government offices or services. That's pretty much what I think that they are. Just those frontline people, those the initial ones. The ones doing the forms, that kind of thing.
I think that they're individuals that worked in offices and just basically look for resources for clients.
Yeah, I've always kind of wondered, I just assumed that that they helped people and that was their main goal. I didn't think about it in terms of offices or anything like that. It was very ambiguous, just to help people, but as like a lump. Never as anything specific, never any specific people or any specific capacity. It was just, they help people, this magical help that comes from, I don't know, rainbows.
So when you were choosing this program, then what were you thinking you would do at the end?
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help.
I knew that what I wanted to do was help people. So
What kind of people did you want to help?
those ones that were in need, those that had maybe circumstances put them in certain predicament and they needed help to get out of it or help finding resources to deal with it.
Was there any particular client population that you had wanted to work with?
No. I just knew at first I thought I wanted to do youth. I wanted to work with youth. That's where I thought I wanted. And seniors. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had an idea. A little idea.
It was different for me because I thought social work and social service work were the same. My understanding of it is kind of like, okay, this is the beginning of it. So I wasn't thinking about social services and what the resources and that. I was thinking a pathway into social work. So when I got in, when I chose it, that was it, because I'm doing a pathway into something bigger. So I didn't put much effort into what the social service worker does, but more like, okay, this is a journey and this is where I'm starting. And then I figured the rest out after.
For me, it started with a desire to help people transform their lives. I mean, we talk about helping, and yeah, it's part of it, but I wanted to be an integral part of that, and I wanted to see the change that people got to experience, see things get better, see them themselves become different, better people.
I know we did talk a little bit about this, but I wondered if you wanted to say a little bit more about where do you see social service workers practicing? Like what kind of environments? Everywhere?
That's literally it. So initially, like I said, because I saw social workers being the people that actually did the work, the reality is the social service worker is equally important. And I didn't initially realize that, but social service workers exist and can work and support everyone from every angle the same way a social worker can.
Yeah. And for me, because I have experience or knowledge of social service work and social workers, I kind of had a concept of what I thought it was. So for me, it was somewhat easier because then I knew what, to some context, what they were about and what their job roles and responsibility were. So for me, it was a little different.
I love that this is just so dynamic. It's a field where you can work with you can work with anybody essentially.
Yes.
Everybody can be touched by social service workers or social workers, and that gives you the opportunity of such dynamic jobs and such a dynamic work day. Every day can be different.
Change, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the reality of I always wanted to impact change, and through social service work, I see it.